A mother's pain. This woman, whose identity we've hidden for her own safety, says her son disappeared 2 years ago. He was a casual worker who was promised a better job by a recruiter. The offer was $200 a month, 4 times more than he was being paid. The next time she heard about her son, 8 months later, he was dead. She was told he had been killed in Somalia while trying to escape an al-Shabab camp.
I wanted to bury my son, but I could not even get his corpse. That is what hurts me the most. I wanted to report to the police, but I have seen how they harassed my neighbor whose son came back.
She's in a support group of mothers whose children joined the group. Some of the young women here have come home from Somalia. Mareb Shibiyanga offers them counseling.
Actually, watu kama returnees, hakuna mtu anataka kujiassociate.
No one wants to associate with them. If they feel isolated, then there will not be peace. They potentially could be violent.
In another secret location, we met this man who say they're risking their lives just by talking to us. They returned after 4 years. They talk of combat training, hard labor, and sex slavery.
When I got there, I saw men with guns. They told me the job they'd called me for was to fight. I asked about my family. They say they will take care of them. And for sure, the whole time I was there, they would send part of my salary home. But I later came to regret.
But like many other returnees, they're in hiding, ignoring a government amnesty program that security analysts say has largely failed. Many of those who have gone to Somalia to join al-Shabab come from areas such as this one at the coast. They say they were promised good jobs and money. Some of those who have returned have been rejected by their family. Most are in hiding. Human rights campaigners say hundreds of Kenyans have willingly or been duped to join al-Shabab as fighters, porters, and wives. This was after Kenyan troops went into Somalia in 2011 to fight the group as part of an African Union force alongside Somalia security forces. Since then, al-Shabab has carried out a series of attacks, including this one on a hotel and office complex in Nairobi in January, when 21 people were killed.
It's very difficult for our government to understand our stories. That's why many of us will not surrender to the police. If you report your presence, you put a spotlight on yourself, and if any crime like the duped attack happens, you'll be the first one they come looking for.
Those we talked to in Malindi say life is tough. They still have no jobs and are struggling to deal with the horrors they say they witnessed in Somalia, while at the same time trying to regain the trust of relatives and neighbors. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Malindi, on the Kenyan coast.